Hello, I'm Dr. Dan Tomasulo. This is Dr. Marie Hartwell-Walker, and we're responding to Ask the Therapist letters. And it's holiday time, so can you bring us up to speed? Because you're pretty much of an expert on this sort of
thanks.
thing. Yeah, you are.
Okay.
Well, you are.
Well, I have spent a lot of time thinking about it because there's something about when families come back together that recreates everything that ever was. And,
Right.
big sister is bossy still.
Yeah.
Little sister starts whining again.
Right.
It's pretty predictable. There's something
Nothing
about...
like the holidays.
Right. There's something about going home where we all become home-like. And the people who do that well aren't the people who write us letters.
No.
The people who write us letters are people who find it a burden to go home, a duty to go home, really want to go home, really want it different, feel obliged to go home, wish it would be different.
But fall into the trap.
Right, but fall into the trap every time. So let's talk about some things you can do if you want this year's Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever, to be different. And the first is to realize that change starts with us. We can't make our families be different than they are, right?
Very true.
You can't do it. So what you need to do is start with yourself and maybe find an ally or two. There may be somebody else who is unhappy as you are.
Exactly.
So by starting well in advance, you can perhaps talk with that other person about, okay, what can we do that will make...
A sibling.
Sibling, an aunt, an uncle, somebody who doesn't like it any more than you do.
Right.
Is there somebody? But there may not be. Another is to have realistic expectations, Dan. We live in a culture where the hype that goes around these holidays is enormous, that everybody's going to get together in front of the fire or the palm tree, depending on where you live, and it's going to be lovely, and and it's not new information that Uncle so-and-so drinks too much, or that so-and-so complains too much, or so-and-so is going to bully somebody else. This isn't new information. So if you know that, think about ahead of time.
Prepare.
How can I bail from those kinds of conversations? And that brings me to another thing, which is taking breaks. If you feel the temperature beginning to rise, you don't have to stay in the hot tub.
Right, that's really true.
You can go to the bathroom, go wash a dish or two, take a walk around the house, or even more productively, if there are young children, you can take a couple of the kids off and read a story.
So a type of detachment from the whole...
Pull out, you know? Can you think of any other things that people can do?
Well, I think the biggest one can be limiting the amount of time you're actually going to be together as a family. Instead of these 6-hour ordeals, maybe cut that in half, and maybe people will be disappointed that you didn't stay for the fight. but the idea is, limit your liability here, and think about it before you go in.
Right, and attached to that is having an exit plan.
Yes.
Because if you say from the time you come in the door, I'd really like to stay the whole evening, but I have a sick friend across town and she's all alone, and so I need to go and have some honorable excuse for being able to leave before things get too difficult for you. So plan ahead. Try to find some allies and make some changes with how you respond rather than asking other people to respond. Have realistic expectations.
And take your own car.
Absolutely take your own car. And have an exit plan in mind from the start, and you'll already feel more comfortable.